everyone. Welcome back to Sengoku Dynasty, episode 15. I think we got a fun one today. So I'm going to put some timestamps up because I think what I'm going to put in the thumbnail is something about... I feel like... So we're going to roll into year 2, and I want to do... I'm going to call it like our mid-game farming setup. I'm going to go over kind of... and I had to write it down, so I'm going to put up like an overlay that should make it simpler on the rotation that I'm going to use and why. And I got 6 farmers and why we're doing that. So, but we're not going to start off with that. We're going to roll over into the season. We're going to assign farmers. And then I'm going to go through our upgrades. So we should be able to upgrade our ranged security. And that should help out our situation to where we don't get raided as much, at least. And then we can also upgrade our bow, and then we'll get into the farming. So, again, the timestamps were there, so that way, if you're just checking in for the farming, you don't get cranky because I didn't do farming until 30 minutes in. So, I don't know. Lately, I've been doing that. I feel like I haven't had anybody yell at me like, oh, you didn't get to like what you said you were going to do for the first 15 minutes, which I totally get that because, especially lately, God, I watch a lot of YouTube, and like, I feel like I'm an anti-YouTuber, but I have been doing stuff on YouTube, but man, just some of the videos lately, if I see one more video that says, this changes everything, and then I watch the video and it's something stupid that barely changes the game at all, I'm going to go to that person's place and punch him in the face. No, I won't do that. You shouldn't do that. That's not good. But what I really want to do is get into like one of these gaming things and tell people they're stupid. But man, I don't know. If I ever do anything like that on my thumbnails, I hope people know it's just that I'm talking crap to other people that do it because it just annoys me. But yeah, so the timestamps are there. I feel like I went through what we're gonna go over, so we're gonna roll into the next season, and we're gonna kind of get going from there. But should be pretty fun. I feel like you didn't miss anything. I didn't go through any upgrades. There's the only new people is a new farmer, so that way I have the 6 farms, and I kind of set up the rotation initially. But again, I'm going to go over all of that. So yeah, I think that's about it. But we should get the new regions. And we'll have a tea house. That'll probably be like the following episode when we put that up, would be my guess. But yeah, let's get into it. We'll get into it. We'll get there. So if we sleep, season will change to spring. Aw, buddy. This is going to be a fun one. Oh, but yeah, I had to write stuff down because there's so many things I want to do, and oh, there we go. I want to make sure the farming's simple, not confusing. Yeah. Really like little cutscenes in this game. They're very simple, but like they're nice. I like them. So that's that bridge we put up. And then this is... What else did we put up? Was it a watchtower? I think what watchtower was the other thing we had to put up. Yeah, this looks like a watchtower. I know we've seen these. I would skip it, but I kind of like them, so... Oh, and then there's a third one. I think this is just another bridge, so I will skip this one. Yeah, it's another bridge. Body level 14. Ooh. I got a perk. Yep, so we got the special projects done. We unlocked longbow, healing compresses, tea house, the tanning vat. That's another thing we got to get up. So many things to do. It's spring. It's not crappy winter anymore. I'm going to take that quest off. So let's stop tracking that, because it's just keep playing. Okay, before we get into anything, I'm just going to, again, this isn't going to be the actual farming part, but I am going to assign our farmers to actually getting back on the fields. What's the easiest way to do this? I wish it said the house they were in. What's the way to do this here? Let's see. If I go to our population, I can look at that, and then it's not going to show their bed either. Maybe just got to run over to our farming area. Again, I'm going to show everybody the farming area. Don't worry. But I want to get into who we all have for farming. Okay, so let's get started. Actually, let's go to the main house. That'll be higher up in the list. Okay, so we've got Eiko, Toyomi, Sayuri, Osago. All right, so Toyoma. I thought they were going to be higher up, but... All right, so you are going to get Landfield 1. Oh, man, this is going to be some... They're bringing in a bunch of millet. Again, I'm going to go over all that, don't worry. I just want to get people assigned at the moment. This is Eiko. I wish they would put a little bit more info on here so I didn't have to do it this way, but I don't know any other way to kind of make it easy. They can do Landfield 2. Bunch of tea, beautiful. Okay. Just kind of keep working our way around Sayuri. And Sayuri. I think we're going to put her on Waterfield 1, okay. That's going to bring in the rice. How much per day? That's pretty solid, okay. We'll talk about that. Okay. Then we got Sago. Sago. There we go. Oh no, what happened? I hate how it does that. Sago. And then let's see. We've got, no, not a drying rack. Not a water field. Here's a land field. You can do that one. Make sure we get them working right away. Again, I will go over all of this. I'm not going to say that again. Okay. And then we should have 2 more farmers to assign. And then I got to see what that other thing is if this doesn't take care of it. Magu Saburo. Magu Saburo. And the rest of these people are going to be our special construction workers. That's why we got a bunch of them. Okay. So you are going to get, let's see, we should have another land field and another water field, I believe. And I just put those up, so those are probably going to be near the bottom. Yep, here's a water field. Oh, and I didn't make the wasabi bags because I suck. All right, well, we got to do that. And then we got to sign that field. And then, homie. All right there. Let's find you a field. There's that one. You're going to be doing turnips. We got some veggies coming in. Beautiful. Okay, so I just need to get that water field going. I thought I had wasabi made. I know I bought some. Hopefully I can make some wasabi bags. Let me see here. Water, wasabi seed bag. Where did all my wasabi go? Did they use it already? Pain in the butt. Ooh. Let's look at this while we're going to walk by. I'm going to see what we got for our traders up there. Buddy. I need these little trees to growing. Okay, once the little trees grow, hopefully they do, I feel like that's going to look sick. Okay, let me go look at our traders here. Hopefully we have somebody that's got wasabi on them. fisherman, you're probably not going to have any wasabi, eh? General trader, please. Somebody have wasabi. One of you's got to be a food trader. Farming trader? Yeah. Okay, I can take a wasabi seed bag, I guess, to get us started. Yeah, let me buy that. That'll work. And then we didn't get anybody on that one. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so we unlocked the wasabi farming. Let's get the seed bag in there. They should be able to get us some wasabi for the day, and then we can make more seed bags. So put that in there. And then... how do I want to do this? Yeah, I think I'll just go to the jobs and try to find the water field. Let's see, water field. Yep. Wasabi farming, beautiful. They're working. All right. Okay, so that's done. Now, who is needing something? Somebody is missing something. Wrong season, that's fine. Somebody's missing... Ooh, I don't know what it is, though. No, it wouldn't be the forager. Dang, who's missing something? See, it needs to say what we're missing. I don't see any, like, missing something. Somebody's missing something. I guess we'll figure it out later. Alright, let me eat some food. Okay, so... First thing is first... I wonder where I make the bows. It wouldn't probably be here, huh? Oh, that's just rope. I mean, hunter's area, I guess, would be an obvious one. This is just ammunition. Yeah, maybe I gotta make them up there. So I want to make longbows for myself, and then our people in the security positions. That should increase their we got some... we got that we can make. Okay. All right, bows. Half bow, long bow. Planks, leather, rope. Okay. I like it. Let's just make 7 of those bad boys right away. Ooh, look at this gem trophy. Ooh, that reminds me. Oh, there's so much to do. So, where do we want to put in here? Ooh, advanced trading post. I really like that idea. And then we'd have to take down our trading post, obviously. So that might be like an end of the season type thing that we could do, but I feel like that'd be kind of fun. Yeah, let's go with that. That might be cool. I got a craftsman point. I'm just kind of putting stuff in random places now. I don't know. Let's go there, I guess. Okay, so that takes care of our points there. I wonder what those things look like. While we're looking around, buildings. Is it service buildings? No, we got the tea house. So there's the tea house. Okay, that's what that looks like. Buildings. We got the mansion. Oh, buddy, so much stuff to look at. Oh, where are these? Yeah, trade structures, advanced trading posts. So we've got goods, tailor goods, and blacksmith goods. Oh, so this is kind of in addition to those other ones. Okay, so I might put those actually down here somewhere. Again, we'll get there, but for right now, let's go into... I want a half bow for myself. Yeah. Let me take off, or sorry, a longbow. There's a half bow. Let me put that longbow on, and then I'm gonna trade you out. I'm gonna just go sell this because I don't want it to mess anything up. I'll do that later. I'll put it in here for now. I'll do that. Remind myself to do that later. All right. So now if we go into our armory. We're going to take out the short bows, and we're going to put in longbows for our peoples to use. So let's take those out, and let's put in our longbows. Okay. And then, again, I don't want to screw anything up, so I'm going to put you there and you there. Gotta get rid of that rot. Okay. So now, if we go to our jobs, let's take a look-see at our security peoples. So again, melee, but they should only be using the Tanto. I might have to make a couple more of them. We've got another melee here, so that, yep, they're just on melee. Here we go, Hunter Guard Post. So, I think they're using up the rest of that, but let's put on, ooh, look at the longbow. Oh, 1,000. Heck yeah. That is nice. And then we should have, okay, these guys should just be on melee. Yep. And then here we go, ranged preference. So let's put on our longbows here. Man, you get 1,250 out of these. So these are the actual, like, ranged guard post. That is nice. Nobody is going to be attacking us for a while. That's what we like to see right there. Also, longbows are expensive, so we got to put up the VAT, and figure out how to do that. I think, okay, so that's it. And then how many, let's see, armory. So where's the short bows? Again, give me those. I don't want to mess anything up. I've got 2 longbows in reserve, so we'll have to make some more of them. I'm just going to put short bows in there. That probably made all of their... okay, it does it separately. Good. We can sell those. Okay, so... if we look at our Dynasty, raid chance... oof, yeah. Security is now up to 6,700. So we can get quite a bit more wealth and still be in the green there, which is awesome. Okay, now, where in the world is the tanning vat? Production, Taylor, tanning vat. Okay. Where do you want to go? You want to go like there? Can I rotate you around? That's the question. Maybe if I put it that way? Okay. Let me think. Need to move some stuff around. Let's see, if I move you over... I know it's not as... oh, we gotta make you a fancy bed. There we go. Okay. And then let's move you over. Now, let's go to our furniture. Production. Tanning vat. Oh, of course, lady, you're going to be standing there, aren't you? Let me... can it go right there? I know that's probably not the prettiest. Oh, I wish it went... Well, let's get it built. Maybe I can move it. So fur, bark, and water is how we get leather, eh? Eh? Alright. I gotta try to... there's gotta be a way to get that closer to the wall. I thought, like, right there would work. Apparently not. What if I do it from the side? Nope, I thought that would work too. Is it because it's occupied with the other one? Let me see. Okay, come on. How are you gonna... where are you gonna fit? Where are you gonna fit, buddy? I want you against the wall. It does not appear to want to go by the wall. Alright, well... I guess this is the best we can do. So that's fine. It's not my... Otherwise, maybe like in this corner. I feel like this is something I need to have in a good spot. All right, let me see. Can you go somewhere in that corner? Oh, why can't you go right there? Dang it. Yeah? Ooh, there we go. That'll work. Much better. Okay. Can I add a... Oh, yeah, we're making leather, baby. So, whew, that's going to be... I can get bark. Let me see. I know I don't have a lot of bark. I haven't had to really get it from anything. Can I get bark from here? Firewood, debarked logs. So that gives me... Does it give me bark? Let's see. If I make one of them, what does that give me? So now I have a debarked log. Let me see. Planks just gives me planks, right? That is interesting. So what am I going to do with all these debarked logs? Right, because like if I drop it, I mean I can turn it into planks from there. Right, if I make a plank, it doesn't give me bark, right? Yeah, it just gives me planks. It's kind of annoying. Let me see, is there a... furniture, production, woodcutter. So carpenter station. Okay, so there appears to be no really good way of getting bark. Any log. I wonder if I like put the logs back in. Let's see. Let's try to do like let's oh man. I kind of want to run like a little test to see. So like if I debark a bunch of them, right, I'm getting the bark. And I know I'm getting the logs. Hope I have enough room for this. Okay, so now if I go to planks, so like I'm at 842 on the logs. That's what I was at though, right? So if I put these like back in there. I think I can still use them for like the planks. 842. I think it's because I had them on me though, right? Ooh, that's kind of a tricky one. I'll have to play around with that a little bit. I think my assumption is right there. Because I think any log would also pertain to... Ah, dang it. Would also pertain to... debarked logs. So I think I'm right there. But regardless, let's get ourselves a bunch of this going. What I am going to need is fur. Now that I'm kind of looking at that. So if we go into... Where's my hunters? My hunter... Carpenter, smelter, woodworking, hunter's workplace. Yeah, so they're only bringing in 2 fur. It's because I have them bringing in quite a few feathers. Let's see. I think I'm doing pretty good on feathers. Let's go down to that. Meat I'm not too worried about. Yeah, I'm gonna have to boost those numbers up a little bit. Otherwise, I'm gonna be hunting myself quite a bit here. which is fine. I like hunting, but so that gets me up to 9. That's not bad. 9 a day. I don't need a ton of leather, but I need a little bit. Oh, wrong spot. So I think that'll help out a little bit. So yeah, I already got like 3 leather in there. That's kind of nice. All right, so leather is expensive. And then, ooh, what was the other thing I needed? I needed some rope. Let me make some rope quick. That's linen. There's because I got a bunch of this stuff, so I can make all the rope I want. Let's make some rope quick, and then we'll see if I can make a couple more bows. I'm not sure how fast they're gonna go through those bows. I would assume it wouldn't be very fast. But let's stock up our security folks a little bit. So we'll do this, and then we'll make some tantos. Man, lot to do. All right. Still got plenty of iron. Let's make like 10 more of them. So that's nice. That tanning vat's sweet. Now I don't have to buy leather anymore. Not that I'm hurting for money. Got 20,000, but you know, being able to produce everything is ultimately the goal. And then if we go in here, we go to our bows, longbows. Okay, so we make 3 more. All right. I'm liking it. And armory. All right, let's get these bad boys in there. That was a longbow. I'll keep the backup half bow on me. All right. So they've got plenty of stuff, I think, to draw from. All right, so security is looking good. Beverages we're almost out of. That's not good. They're bringing in tea. We're going to be making rice. For right now, let me just throw some water in there. And then we'll replace the buckets. This will just to get us through the day. And then once we're through the day, we can either make some tea. What does that get us? That gets us through the day. Let me see here. Beverages. Can I make anything? Ooh, I can. Yeah, let me make some of these. We're going to be bringing more stuff in, so let's get some of this going. That'll get our beverages up. And then I think we'll be in a pretty good spot to where we can start some farming. And I'll go over what we're doing with the farming. Oh, buddy. This game's really fun. A lot of management. I really like the management side of it, too. Like, from Medieval Dynasty. Their management's awesome. Uh-oh. Okay. All right, the day finished. Beautiful. Our farmer should have already brought us in a bunch of goods. Let's see. I'm not going to craft any more drinks. We should be fine for a little bit here, but we should have... Oh, yeah. We got the tea leaves. Good to go already. I'm still worried what that thing is. Beverages, heating, meals. I'm not sure what I'm missing in that. Maybe it'll show up now. But for status, I'm not sure what I'm short on that somebody's missing something. And it still doesn't say. Not too sure. All right, let's get our beverages in here. That'll help out greatly. I'll put our wood away. Let's put our rope away. And then we go in here. Okay, meals, heating, beverages. Man, our people drink a lot of beverages. And then health. So remember, health is one where we were looking at kind of like what we like. Now that we have the tea leaves, we can do the energy drink. That way we're not using ice, but let's do. Sorry, I know I'm crafting a lot here. I try to not do this too much on the episode, but it's, you know, like the season turnover, and we gotta kind of recoup from what we've been gone the last few days. So I think this will be the last thing. We'll go look at the sake barrels, see if I can get a little sake going. We could have our people drink sake, but again, I want to use that more of like a trade commodity. Let's see. I think that stores and beverages, right? Yeah. Oh. Okay. If we go there, yeah, health is up. Let's go see what the sake's looking like. Our village is coming together nicely, I would say. Mm-hmm. All right. So I should be able to add. Oh yeah. Add quite a bit here. I don't want to overdo it. Let's maybe go like right there, and then I have a little bit of that, and then we can add that in there and get some sake going. Okay. Again, that'd be like a big thing. Once the big village gets going, we're gonna have people doing all of this. Oh God, my ankle. Pretty little sunset. Okay, let's see. Do we want to sleep and then like start a new day, and then we'll get into the farming aspect of it? I think so. I don't know. It might actually be too much. Might have to take out like one every other one, maybe. Oh, look at our little tree growing back here. Oh, man, so cool. Harvest. I want to harvest that. Here's Brick's tree. Boring. No, I guess it's not his tree, but we should put him up a little boring tree. Still got all his booze. Yeah, I'm a little worried they're so close that some of them aren't going to grow. Like that tiny little one. I'm going to leave it for now. If they all grow, then it'll look better. So we'll have to see. Because if they don't grow, I might have to do something. Kind of like maybe chop every other one. Which is going to be a nightmare, so they're so close together. All right, let's sleep for the night. And we'll wake up early morning, and we'll get over to the farm and see how that's going. All right, so let me grab a little snack. All right. Oh, look at this loser. He put up fancy lights on his house. What a bum. Now he makes the rest of our houses look very peasanty. That's all right. Oh man, we'll allow it with all the help he's been giving us. All right, so the farm's looking sick. I hate that part of it. That's okay. Everything else is looking nice. Oh, that's the wasabi growing there. I didn't think the wasabi would be in a water field. Oh, does it actually grow in a water field like that? Because I know, like, out in the world, it doesn't. But, I don't know. Obviously, I've never grown wasabi in real life. But, oh, man, look at the farmers getting up in the morning. Okay, so, farm time. Here's how I have it set up. And I'm going to get to my notes here. And I'm going to put an overlay up to hopefully ease the difficulty. But what I did is first of all, I'm going to show off. Like, let's look at, I think, Landfield 2. Right, okay, so Landfield 2, the thing that I don't like, other than, like, the management not being as easy as Medieval Dynasty, is I can only put up one crop here. So, like, I can't add a crop. Like, I can remove this one or change it, but I cannot add a crop. So, like, for example, not a big deal because Landfield 1, we're going to do millet, spring, summer, and autumn, right? That's a cereal. It's easy. Landfield 2 is going to be tea farming, and then we're also going to do our hemp, or our flax, and then our hemp here. So I wish I could at least put those in. Again, not the end of the world. Once summer rolls around, I'm just gonna have to look at my overlay and change the the ones like this one. I'm gonna have to change from tea to flax, right? So I wish it was easier, but being that it's not, it's fine. So let me put up this overlay, and let me get out my notes as well so that I can kind of go over what's going on here. So the way I did it, and I'm calling this kind of my mid-game farming setup. I feel like I have most of the things that I want to use for either food, crafting medicine. But I'm not going to call this like a guide because it might not be the best way. It might not be the most efficient way, but I feel like it's a fairly easy way to get everything that I want to do. So this is how I'm setting it up. If you get upset because it's not the same way that you want to set it up, that's fine. you know, I'm just hoping a couple people, if they haven't really gotten into the farming, they can look at this and be like, okay, that's how he's doing it. Maybe I'll do it similarly. Maybe I'll like copy it. Whatever. Again, it's a game. It's meant to be fun. This isn't a guide. I'm not giving you the most absolute efficient way to do your year 2 mid-game farming. This is just how I'm setting it up. So let's start with the overlay, and I'm going to start with the water fields first. So water field 1, I'm going rice. Right, rice is an easy one. It's going to be in the field spring, summer, and autumn. I don't think I need to go to the map to like pull that up every time. I'm just going to keep the overlay up here and I'm going to talk. So again, rice, spring, summer, autumn, that's water field 1. Then we have water field 2. And then there we're going to do wasabi in the spring. We're going to do our lotus in the summer. And then we're going to do rice in the fall. I put up a second water field, and one of the big things I was looking for was the lotus, so we can use that in the medicine. Wasabi's an herb, and then it'll just jack up our rice production even more in the fall. One of the things I was considering was having a third water field and having 2 rice fields, but I feel like we're getting enough. So at least for the mid-game action, that's what I'm going to go with. So we'll get an herb, we'll get our lotus in, and another rice. Then we're going to go to our land fields. So we got 4 of these. First one I already explained, right? It's millet. It's a cereal. We use it in our food, and we can grow millet in the spring, the summer, and the autumn, so that's an easy one. Landfield 2, we're going to do tea in the spring, flax in the summer, hemp in the fall. So that'll give us tea, which we can use in drinks, medicine. The flax and the hemp, we can only grow those, flax in the summer, hemp in the fall, and we need those for our linens and all that. Then Landfield 3, this is kind of just another one to give us a little bit of everything. Like, we can do beans in the spring, canola in the summer, and then we can do wheat in the fall. I know wheat's another cereal, but I'm not sure if wheat can be used in anything separately, where it's just like, you can't just use a cereal, you have to use wheat specifically, so I threw wheat in there. Canola's good for the oil. Again, beans that we can cook with. And then Landfield 4, so I'm just doing our veggies and our herbs in there. And that's turnips in the spring, leeks in the summer, and then turnips again in the fall. The one thing I'm considering, so again, that's the setup. The one thing that I'm considering, because like as you look at it, the only time I'm not getting an herb is in the fall. So I might replace the rice. Well, I don't think I can replace the rice with an herb, but once we get to fall, I'm going to look at that again, because if we go... So again, the way I'm looking at all of this, so, that's the overlay. That's what I'm thinking. And just as we're looking at it, right, like the one thing I'm looking at doing, and I'm kind of just look at our numbers. That's going to be kind of a tell from it. But if we look at herbs, right, like we can grow an herb in the autumn, right? So I'd probably just put like ginger in instead of turnips, because we don't use vegetables as much. So again, I might just do an herb in the fall, because we use a lot more herbs. And even now that I'm thinking of it, I might just change that. I might go that last land field. I might go turnip, leek, and then ginger. right? So let's actually do that because I'm just as I'm thinking out loud. I think that's going to be easier. So we'll make a change on the fly. But yeah, I think that'll be good. It'll bring in a lot of stuff that we can use for medicines and foods and whatnot. You know, like things we really need, right? Because if you go over here again, like as I'm looking, so like we could do burn ointment. That's again why I was looking at lotus. Um, this one's herbs. We don't have chrysanthemum, but we can buy some. Energy drinks are a really good one because we're going to be growing herbs and we're going to have a lot of tea. Otherwise, this one's pretty solid too because our people are bringing in berries. We got a bunch of ice. I just got to make bamboo bottles, so that's a simple one too. And then again, beverages. Beverages. We've got the tea. Ankles? No. Okay. But yeah, beverages. Right. We've got the tea. Once we get into oil, oh god, I just made an oil, but oil's useful. And then I think somewhere we can use canola for the oil. I believe. I thought that was here. But I'm not sure. We'll use canola for something. I know you can make oil with it somewhere. So yeah, so that's kind of the farming setup that I'm thinking. So hopefully everybody, let me know what you think. Now, here's what we're gonna do the rest of the episodes. We got a little bit of time left. What I'm thinking for our next area that I want to take over is gonna be over here. So what I want to do is I'm going to, and I'm probably not going to make another fast travel thing. We're just going to run down there. We're going to fast travel over to here because I do want to check out, now that it's a new season, remember we have that iron ore thing there? So I want to check out that just to see if there's iron there and that like replenishes every season. But then I figure we can run over here and we can just put up our construction bit. And what this is going to allow us to do is this is going to let us get steel. Right, so the big recipe unlocks there are the furnace, which we can't do yet, and then the steel, which I don't even know what iron sand looks like. We're going to get into it, but for right now, I feel like that'll be a good way to kind of finish up the episode. And this will be our next area. And then after that, we're going to get into this area and building up our village there. So, while we have some time, let me put that oil away. Yeah, I'm curious to... Did I put that in the right spot? I'm curious to... What was I... Where do I make the canola? Oh, no, this goes into beverage. I'll have to look. Maybe I'll mention it next episode, but I'll probably look off camera. But I could have swore you turn canola onto oil somewhere. Let's go over to the kitchen and check that out before we fast travel. I cannot remember. Right, so we have the better cooking station here. So yeah, that's just fish still. And then, ooh, we do have our soups here yet too. Should we unlock these? I'm kind of curious how you make them. So that's a cereal and water, okay. Fruit soup's a berry and water. We can make a bunch of that. We got vegetable soup. The miso soup. Oh, so we got to make miso. I don't know where we make that. That'll be something we'll have to look at. Look at this stuff. Holy crap. That'll be some late game things. Is there, hold on. Another bed that we haven't made fancy yet. Storage access. Let me see. Is there furniture, production, brewery, kitchen? Got that. Ooh, there we go. Oil press. Bingo, bango. We're gonna put you. You gonna put that in there? Wrong grid. What? I guess that's just their living area. Okay. All right. Let's do. Where do you want to go? Right there. Kind of a nice area, I guess. There we go. So that's the canola. Okay. So. Again, add the canola and the water, and then you get the oil out of there. So I knew it was somewhere. My bad. All right. So much to do. So much to do in this game. I love just the added everything in this compared to Medieval Dynasty. Like Medieval Dynasty, the management's great, but in this game, there's just more, which I'm really liking. So now I have no idea what traveling outpost that is. I still can't name these. Is it 4? 5 is ice. Let's try 4. This might take us to that town. And it did. Okay. So it must be 3. This is why I gotta name these, because I can never remember. What I should do is a couple of these that I don't need, that I just don't use much anymore, like that one. I'll probably take that one away. But I kind of like the other ones. Probably could take that one away too. All right. So here we are. Oh yeah, there we go. Nice. So we've got some iron that I can come and get. That'll be good. A fair little bit in there. Plus there's iron everywhere around here. So, all right, let's run south. Maybe we can test out this bow on the way. What do we got for arrows? Oh yeah, we're looking good. Probably run into some dangerous beings. What's that? Ooh, we got bad guys. The bad guys have been. Oh, yep. Those are tougher bad guys. The bad guys are getting stronger. Oh, look at the spring. Looks really nice. That frog. Yeah, I'll have to look around. I don't know what the iron sand even looks like. There should be some wolves around here somewhere. We got some gobo. Yeah, I guess there's no wolves. Oh, look at this camp. Holy crap. That's a fancy one. What are you guys? Ronin. Oh, buddy. We'll leave those guys alone. Those guys will mess us up. They will mess us up very easily. All right. So is this across the water? There it is. I thought it was on this side. All right. So our Eastern Swamp Large Bridge. This is the Liberation condition. We need to reach on that one. Definitely going to take Brick in there to fight those guys a bit. Okay. So let's see. Is it, I don't remember, basic structures? Yeah, there we go. This be a nice little, easy little spot maybe right there. Of course, I didn't bring any of that stuff. Let's get us some logs and sticks here. Put this up. Ooh, 50 chiseled stone for this bridge, eh? Gonna definitely have to go back and forth a little bit. Maybe I will put up a thing. I might take that one down and put one up here. I won't do it on camera, but yeah, I'll probably run back up there, fast travel over there, take that down. And then I'll bring the bronze and what I need to put up an outpost here, because that'll be a little back and forth action for me. Oh man, how much time do we got? I really want to see what that iron sand looks like. I have no idea what it looks like. Kind of a cool little area we haven't really explored over here. Like another camp. Oh, these camps aren't messing around. Let's go look at the rocks and stuff. Maybe there's like... Alright, so that's just clay. Ooh, there's like sand here. What's that? Ooh, there it is. Iron sand. Okay, so it looks like that, I guess. Mine with iron shovel, steel pickaxe, or better. I don't know if I have a shovel on me. Oh, I do. What do I need? Iron shovel. I need a steel pickaxe to get iron sand. So that's definitely one of those where we need to liberate this region, make the steel stuff, and then we'll come over here and like be able to do that. I'm just gonna take one of these. Does it like open anything up? No, it didn't. Okay, that's fine. I wonder how much this... Can I cross this? Yeah. So it looks like it's, you know, there's some more over here. Okay, so they got like some medium ones, small ones. There's a large one. Okay. No, there's more over here. All right, so that I don't think that'll be too difficult for us to get. Man, this camp. There's camps everywhere that... What are these guys? Well, these guys are just outlaws. Oh, buddy. Should we take them out? I think there's just one, too. Right in the butt. Sorry, buddy. Oh, it's a lady. Oh, God, and then I'm getting an autosave right in the middle of it. Oh, right in the chest. Alright, I want my arrows back. Yeah, we'll take some of that stuff, sure. So we got a person over here if we need them later. I suppose it would be proper to at least let the cage... Yeah, there we go. At least take the cage away. Aw, man. Nice. Well, at least we know what that stuff looks like now. And it doesn't seem to be... Oh yeah, there's more over there. I like ran right by this group of it. So yeah, I think we'll be able to... I think we'll be fine. I'm guessing you got to mix iron sand, and something else to get steel. So there we go. All right. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Is there anything else we want to do before the end of this episode? Oh, man. I mean, more people would be nice. We're at that... So we're at 35 population, which is kind of like perfect because I don't have to get into the spiritual bits yet. But at the same time, our people are going through a lot of materials, so it'd be nice to have more people like helping out make stuff. But I'll probably have to do a little bit of that. 25 workers, again, 10 unemployed, which is perfect because those are going to be the folks that are working here. Man, that's a fair bit of stuff. The chiseled stone is going to be probably the harder one. I might just have to go mine some stone because we're not bringing in a ton of stone. But yeah, we'll make it work. Well, all right, I think we're going to call this one here. So we got a lot done. We upgraded the village. We've got a tanning vat now, bringing in leather. We upgraded our security, especially our ranged personnel. We upgraded that a whole lot, and then we went over the farming, and we set up our special construction bit over here to work on that. So I think we're going in the right direction. Oh, as far as next episode goes, I'm not sure. We might bring Brick in to get this done. Or we will maybe concentrate on just kind of building at home so we can put up the tea house, see what that gives us. So yeah, there's still quite a bit to do. I'm really pumped to like take over this region, and then I want to start getting down here and getting into our main like big village, because then there'll be a lot more of like almost like the medieval Dynasty style like decorative videos where we try to decorate the town and make it look nice. So I think that'll be a lot of fun. But check out the link for the Discord in the description. There's a lot of fun stuff going on over there. Otherwise, with all that being said, hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. Go out there and be a good person. It's not that hard, and I will see you on the next one.